Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of FIP Extract. This is Trevin Adams. I'm joined by the one, the only, the most important man in the universe.
This is Mr. St. Laurent, and I know people are wondering, what do I have to do with this match? And really, other than my hatred of cats, I have no connection to this match at all. But I saw Lince Dorado win the Florida Heritage Championship, and no matter what happens, I need to be there when he loses it, and I hope that that is tonight.
That's a very logical reason to be here, sir. I appreciate that. But as you brought up, Lince Dorado defending that FIP Florida Heritage Championship against Maxwell Chicago. Special match at RIOT Pro Wrestling. Appreciate RIOT Pro Wrestling letting us take their footage, add a little commentary to it, and add some magic.
Yeah, a lot of people already know I'm a huge Maxwell Chicago fan. He's a singer like myself. I would love for him to be the Florida Heritage Champion. Between my hatred of cats and my love of singing, I am completely glued to this match.
I was going to say, Maxwell Chicago really seems like the kind of guy you'd like.
Right. He dresses not quite as nice as I do. I'm sure people have seen I always wear very nice suits. But I like Maxwell. He's got a lot of potential. And I think if he can win the Florida Heritage Championship tonight, everyone around the country is going to know the name Maxwell Chicago.
So opening up this match, did you just see what Lince Dorado did to poor Max's hair?
I was actually just looking at the incredible physique of Maxwell Chicago, to be honest with you.
And his ability to do a little lucha style there against Lince?
We got a nice little battle here going to the eyes, although you gotta wonder with the mask on, is that gonna do anything?
I think that's what he's finding out right here is, you know, while Frankie Gaston, I was telling him, admonishing him, should I say, Lince let him know I got a mask.
This is outrageous. You got Lince going right to the eyes. Maxwell does not have a mask. There's no way he hits the arm drag if he didn't cheat first, and personally, I am outraged.
And you know nothing about cheating, correct?
I've never cheated in my life. I've never cheated in a match. I've never cheated on a test. I've never cheated on a woman. Let's change that. What were we talking about?
Well, Max, I thought was about to stop, drop, and roll there, avoiding...
He's pulling the hair!
Again, and you know, I appreciate a good hairdo. So I feel for Mr. Chicago. But again, Frankie Gaston out doing his job, letting the two men know, hey, you've got... Ooh.
Kick to the head there from Lince, and once again, Lince capitalizing on the cheating. If he didn't pull the hair, he wouldn't be in control of this matchup right now. How do you defend the actions of this deplorable feline, Lince Dorado?
Well, just like him, I was distracted by the tag rope, so I can understand why he was pulling at it, but I do believe he's up to 9.
As soon as Maxwell's head hits that turnbuckle, he's technically in the ropes. There should be a count of 5. Lince Dorado should be disqualified.
And he's just in the ropes again, but Lince pulled him out for the pin. 2 count only, but you got to give Lince credit for having that ring awareness.
What do you call this? This is outrageous. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a piggyback ride. Lince Dorado disgusts me.
But manages to tie him up for, again, just a 2 count. I think Max, yeah, you can hear him. Whoa, I think he's a little surprised by what he's getting into against Lince.
Is that legal, to smack a man on the rear?
Well, I am looking at the lead referee, the head referee of all the World Wrestling Network, and he did not say no.
Maxwell trying to slow down the matchup here. Good strategic move by Max. Obviously not as quick as Lince, who is. But Lince right there with the quickness as soon as I bring it up. Lince Dorado, the champion for a reason. But I think maybe what Maxwell should do, as he slows it down, he's got such a magical, soulful voice. Maybe if Maxwell sang to Lince, he could sing Lince to sleep.
I was going to say, sing him a lullaby and
right.
Lull him down. You know, as a cat, I think that works.
Kick out there from Lince Dorado. And I know you're thinking to yourself, is Maxwell choking him? No, Maxwell would never do that.
Okay,
he's clawing at the pec muscles.
It's interesting you say that because MSL, I was about to ask, was that a choke?
No, definitely not.
And even though Frankie was counting it, clearly that was okay. What do you call that, sir?
That was a butt from Maxwell Chicago. As far as I'm concerned, using your rear as a weapon is legal. I don't think we should have spanking in a professional wrestling match.
How about biting?
Again, why is the referee not counting right now? I know you said this is the lead official here. This is preposterous.
Giving these men the leeway they need for a championship match of this caliber. Again, a special occasion to have this title defended in Florida. My understanding is, especially with Lince having that title, he plans to bring it all over Florida and defend his FIP Florida Heritage Championship.
And I hope that he does that because I can't even explain to you in words how bad I want Lince Dorado to lose that championship. The more he defends it, the better chance there is that he will lose. I hope and pray that night is tonight. Maxwell, come on.
So basically, you're now a Lince groupie that's going to follow him around until he drops the championship.
I'm an anti-groupie. I'm anti-Lince. I'm anti-Cat. I'm pro-Maxwell. Look at Maxwell. You know, Maxwell, the thing about him, people don't realize the physique he has because he wears that suit. He actually is one of the most muscular men in all of FIP, all of RIOT Pro Wrestling, and all of pro wrestling worldwide.
So what you're saying is, compared to Lince, Maxwell is twice the man.
Well, you know, you think back to guys like Giant Gonzalez that would wear those bodysuits to portray fictional muscles. Maxwell's the opposite. He's hiding his muscles. Oh, what a backbreaker from Max.
I don't even know what to call that.
Spins him a neck breaker right on the top of the head. I know a cat has 9 lives, but he definitely lost 2 there with those 2 huge moves from Maxwell Chicago.
No, I agree, and I think Lince was very smart to roll out of that ring. Otherwise, he might have been in danger of losing that championship.
Now, I learned recently in FIP there was a 20 count on the floor.
That is correct.
Now, it's an FIP title match. I believe in RIOT Pro it's a 10 count. What rule is in effect tonight? Are we got 10 or 20 on the floor?
Well, because of this match and this match only being a sanctioned FIP Florida Heritage Championship match, he's got till 20.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That's why I depend on you, Trevin, to know all of the rules inside and out. Just wish this referee knew the rules. We've had biting, we've had hair pulling, we've had all of these nefarious tactics, and I'm getting fired up.
Good looking man sitting there behind the computer.
Never seen him in my life.
So Maxwell, being smart enough to put Lince back in the ring, understanding if he's going to win this championship, he is not going to win it through a countout.
Who do you think's going to take this one, Trevin? What's your thought on this match? I'm going with Maxwell. I know that you've seen both of these guys a lot. We're getting real deep into this match now. Both men are worn down. Who's going to come out on top?
Oh, Max is trying the kip up, and he pulls it off. Wow. Maxwell Chicago, third time is the charm.
An unbelievable athlete. He was a great baseball player, a great hockey player, trained in several martial arts, trained in vocalist arts. Oh, went for the big splash, took a little too long. There's the quickness again of Lince Dorado.
So going back to your question about who might take this one, I will give Max this. Maxwell Chicago, usually the funny man. You can see this match, he's taking it pretty seriously. He's attempting to win this championship with everything he has.
You know what they say, Trevin? Funny doesn't make money. In this business, it's all about gold. It's all about championships. And Maxwell needs to find it within himself to get as serious as he can and try to find a way to pin Lince Dorado.
Ooh, well that's going to help. Seeing that Lince was on the top rope, who knows what he was going to do. Max, oh, wait, look at this. Snapchat.
He's going to Snapchat in the middle of the match?
He is, and we now know it is Maxwell Chicago on Snapchat, folks, if you want to see Maxwell Chicago in action on your Snapchat.
Oh.
Well, you can see Maxwell Chicago on Snapchat eating a boot.
And it goes back to what we've said about Max. He needs to take these matches more seriously. He's got all of the talent in the world, and he's worrying about social media in the middle of a championship bout.
Crowd's bringing them both back to life, I think, but definitely behind Lince Dorado. Is this Lince's chance to come back?
Well, he really needs to capitalize here. That was a hell of a super kick. Maxwell's on his feet first, but he's got to be dazed. He was kicked right in the face, and he walks right into the chin breaker.
And the back body drop. Looks like Lince is starting to bring it back together. Oh, what a chop. I definitely would not want to be Maxwell Chicago right now.
Maxwell finds a way to reverse, but here comes Lince. Tremendous springboard into the elbow. Max has got to get up or at least find a way to roll closer to those ropes.
I agree. The impact there has definitely put Maxwell down. I didn't even know he could spin like that.
Both of these guys showing a lot of athleticism in this match. These guys have wrestled in other organizations. They've scouted each other, I'm sure, heading into this matchup. That's why we're seeing so many counter moves.
So I'm a little lost. Max was going to the second rope?
Well, you know, Max is a big high flyer. But just because Lince hits that Hurricane Rana, I've seen... Oh,
Ooh, 2 count only.
I was going to say, I've seen Max do plenty of fancy moves like that before.
Well, I know he talks about high-risk maneuvers, and usually the second rope is about where he goes.
There's nothing riskier than walking into a Vegas lounge, trying to entertain all of those drunks. Maxwell Chicago has a huge set of balls. This kid's got all the guts in the world.
He's also getting backslid down. 2 count only again. Oh, but with that kick. Is this it for Maxwell Chicago?
This could be it. That's the second time he's been kicked right in the face. Manages to kick out. The resilience here from Maxwell Chicago is so impressive. Lince, you can tell now, is starting to get a little frustrated here. And not only that, Maxwell with the wherewithal to roll to the outside of the ring. But he's got to watch out because we know Lince can fly.
So do you think Maxwell kind of rolled out with desperation there?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And great move there to try to prevent the dive by grabbing the leg. Uh-oh. Could it be an Isai moonsault here?
You are correct. Both men down on the floor. You don't see any pads here, folks.
That's what we were talking about before, Trevin. These men, they've wrestled each other different times in different companies. They know what each other tend to do. And that's what we saw there. Counter after counter. Trying to avoid the dive. And then Lince having the wherewithal to get up on the ropes, do the Isai moonsault. And now Maxwell Chicago is in a lot of trouble.
Well, he had found a nice home on that gentleman's foot there. Not one to let go.
Well, it's smart because you're not going to get pinned on a man's foot on the outside of the ring. Although, Maxwell's got to be careful here. He's not the champion, he's the challenger. And
true. And with that crossbody into a 2 count only.
Both men back now in the ring. Maxwell once again has a chance to win the championship here. He's going to have to come up with something though, because Lince's got so much momentum right now, and you can see it in Maxwell's face. He has no idea where he is.
Given the streak that Max has had, or not so much had in FIP, I'm sure he's looking to get that win tonight and show how he's bouncing back.
Lince might have been going for a full Nelson suplex there. Into the ropes they go. Went for an O'Connor roll. Nice counter there from Maxwell. Oh, what's he going for here? Ducks the clothesline. Oh, springboards into a cutter. Did you ever see Maxwell Chicago do that in the past?
I have not. I think that may be legitimately the most high-flying move Mr. Maxwell Chicago.
This is not hyperbole. I have never seen him do that. We might have a new champion right now.
And he knows if he was going to win that match, that was it.
Is he taking a nap on Lince's leg?
He's literally in tears, the poor man.
Both men have taken so much punishment in this match, but would we expect anything less from an FIP Florida Heritage Championship match? Both men leaving it all in the ring. We saw Maxwell getting distracted earlier, but he's recovered nicely now. What could he be going for here up on the ropes, though?
That's a good question. I'm getting the feeling we might not find out.
Is he biting his nipple?
I think he is. I mean, cats do love bites, but it's a little...
We've had a spanking, nipple biting. Could he be going for it? Oh, no.
Ooh, no one home.
Springboard into a moonsault, missed completely. I thought maybe he'd be going for that patented shooting star press, but not yet.
Well, here we go. First rope. 1 count only.
I don't know how gravity works. You know, I'm not a science major, but I do know this. That's a lot of weight across the chest of Lince. I think that we need to see more like that from Maxwell Chicago. Great throw there into the pin. Oh, only 2.
Well, you know, and when you think about the muscles that you said that Maxwell has
right,
in that suit.
Underneath, you would have no idea.
Definitely weighs more than fat.
The definition that he has under there, the huge chest, the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps that are being hidden. He's wearing all black to lull his opponents into a false sense of security. They have no idea how strong this man is.
How do you think he would look in all purple?
I think he'd look fantastic. I think Maxwell would look good in anything.
Well, he's got the ropes. Is the referee? Oh, no reason. 1, 2. I was going to say, does the referee know, but wow, did Max just go for a kick?
Went for a Harlem sidekick. Tornado DDT from Lince Dorado, though. We could have a winner here. Oh, is he going for it? Trevin, could it be?
I think he is. You called it. I think we're about to see a shooting star. Distracted again by the tag rope.
Move, Max, move, Max, move, Max.
Oh,
no.
I think this is it, Em. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there you go. Lince manages to keep that FIP Florida Heritage Championship in quite a contest against Maxwell Chicago. Any additional thoughts?
I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to take. But before I die, I have to see Lince Dorado lose the Florida Heritage Championship.
We can make this a regular thing, sir. We'll follow around Lince, and we'll let you be the anti-groupie that you said you'd be.
This is so upsetting.
Well, thank you again to RIOT Pro Wrestling for allowing us to use their footage, and we'll be back here again on FIP Extract.